Hello everyone, PLG here, and welcome to another episode of Starcraft. So last time we beat our first no-build mission on Android, so this was of course the Jacobsen installation. So now we're going into our next mission, Revolution.
Hey man, headquarters has begun analysis of the discs. They expect to have them decoded shortly. I hope whatever's on those discs is worth it.
Receiving incoming transmission from Arcturus Minsk.
You and Captain Rayner have done well, Commander. I believe our efforts have weakened the Confederacy's grip on the fringe worlds. But our job out here isn't done yet. Lieutenant Kerrigan, my second in command, will elaborate.
I'll get straight to the point. Our sources tell us that Antigua Prime is ready to begin open revolt against the Confederacy. Unfortunately, the Confederates seem to be aware of this as well. They've stationed a large detachment of Alpha Squadron troops there, under the command of General Duke.
It will be your job, Commander, to free this colony and show our good intent to the Antiguan people. Lieutenant Kerrigan will help you deal with Duke's officers. The rest of the Confederates are yours to deal with.
Alright, so as you may guess, this is our first Terran vs Terran map, and it's also quite lengthy, and we get introduced to dual heroes, both of which will of course stand in the backlines. So let's select all of our guys into proper control groups, of course. That's just the basics, and of course very important as always that this will be the tradition for the beginning of the mission.
This is Jimmy. Sounds fun. Right on. Sounds fun.
Captain Rayner, I finished scouting out the area and... You pig!
What? I haven't even said anything to you yet.
Yeah, but you were thinking it.
Oh, yeah. You're a telepath. Look, let's just get on with this, okay?
Right. What now?
So we got, wait a second, we got Kerrigan, who will be very important of course at the beginning of the mission to not lose as many units.
I gotcha. I hate these things. They can sense me even when I'm cloaked. We should take these out.
I love how there's literally not even a second where a cloak could be useful in this first part. Right. So now we can cloak.
It'd be a pleasure. Thinking the same thing. What now?
Right. So of course lockdown, which is an ability that's an absolute pain for anybody who goes battle cruisers. Or I guess carriers too. Or I guess anything that uses mech. So we technically could walk Kerrigan through here, although this will be kind of sketch. But I'll try. Alright. It actually wasn't all that hard.
I've taken care of business on this end, Commander. I think the Antigans are ready to back us up, too.
That's right. We've tolerated these Confederate goons long enough.
Base is under attack.
Of course, the very high class cinematics. So Kerrigan goes to her amazing back side of the base. Now Raynor actually has one more use before he goes into the unsafe.
I'm picking up a large Confederate strike force advancing on our position.
Well, they're not wasting any time.
So Raynor still has to place his mines before he goes into the unsafe characters to use. I guess corner of the base. Right, so that's it from him. We won't be seeing him anymore in this mission. Right. Let's just start the economy and oh yeah, the bunkers were already filled. I completely forgot about this. No, they weren't all filled. One of them isn't. So let's repair it while we're at that. Of course, so we're introduced to Wraiths, which they're not the greatest unit in the world, of course. But at least they're not scouts. They're not overly expensive, I guess, luxurious Protoss ship. I guess the Protoss Scout is yellow because it's made of gold and it's so expensive to build.
Not enough minerals.
Because of the last mission I kind of forgot how to micro, I guess. Well, at least a little bit. So this will of course be useful in this mission because we need those dropships. And you go repair. And we just, I guess, we economy. So they can have, I guess, I don't know, they can patrol so that they won't, I don't know, get bored too much.
Add-on complete.
So engineering bay will be very useful because we have Wraiths, and if I remember correctly, and the enemy also has Wraiths, so we're on equal ground here. I'm not making vultures, even though, you know, they can be useful in this mission because of a very simple fact. And that is one of the fun facts for this episode. You see, as you may know, in Starcraft there is this very fun unit called Spider Mine, which normally destroys every unit that's on ground. Except it doesn't. It doesn't destroy units which have the hover tag, which are tagged with as hovering units by the game. And also flying units, of course, so Wraiths won't be affected, dropships, of everything that's flying, and everything that's hovering. But what in the world are hovering units? Well, there are, if I remember correctly, 2 of those in the game. So one of them is quite a long way away from here, and that is the Archon. They are immune to spider mines because they're hovering. But the second unit that's immune to spider mines is actually the Vulture, which is very interesting, even though, okay, maybe they do look a little bit like they're hovering, but yeah, let's not get too much into that. So yes, pretty much the Vultures have a secret use, which is being immune to spider mines. Now I'm feeling like I'm doing a very big mistake by going for Vultures, but you know, it will be fun. It definitely will be fun.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
My macro is of course amazing as always. And I absolutely won't be upgrading those vultures. They don't need to be upgraded. I could give them spider mines. I could technically, but why? It's not like this mission is extremely hard to defend against. Just need to make some turrets also, and all will be fine.
What do you want? Oh, is that it?
Oh yeah, the vultures will be an extremely bad idea this time, because they also don't have any upgrades. I forgot about this. So marines will definitely still be needed, of course. Although right over here they will be very useful, the vultures, because of course the firebats are small units. So you know what that means. They get full damage from vultures.
Something on your mind?
Now, I don't know what in the world happened here. Maybe the firebat shot once and the splash damage got both marines, but I guess they must have had very little HP. So we'll leave those marines in here for now. And I guess another turret won't hurt. And let's expand our economy a bit. Right. I hope I didn't. Of course I did. Damn phone controls.
What do you
Right.
want? SCV good to go, sir. Yeah, I'm going. Orders, Captain?
So I should probably start harvesting some gas at this point.
Orders, Captain? SCV good to go,
And also, let's just make a bunker in here. And where in the world? Here, of course, here.
SCV good to go,
Let's start our marine production.
Orders, Captain? Commander.
Now the marines I've placed here are in a horrible place, of course.
SCV good to go, sir. You want a piece of me, boy?
Okay. How's the upgrade going? Fine, actually.
Piece of me, boy. I read you.
So since we're using marines also,
Minerals.
we'll probably need an academy for them. So,
You want a piece
oh, actually, I noticed this second barracks somehow.
Not enough minerals. Upgrade complete.
Right. And another turret.
You want a piece of me, boy? Give me something to shoot.
Right. So those 4 guys go into here.
Orders, Captain?
This didn't get built. Not this. This.
You want a piece of me,
Not
boy?
enough minerals.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Right.
I read you.
So you go in here. Now, do we have a comsat? We have a comsat, but we need an academy which didn't get built, because of course.
You want a piece of me, boy? Standing by.
Now I should probably also start making those dropships. They will be very useful in a couple of moments. Oh, also I forgot that those bunkers are completely empty. And they are also placed in a horrible place, so...
Not enough
So of
minerals.
course we should probably change this up a bit. Yeah, this is a very crap place for bunkers. I guess it's just Starcraft 1 things. Right.
Orders received.
Not enough minerals.
Right, so I guess we're getting attacked. They won't do much.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Now I'll be probably upgrading to steam packs because, you know, we're still using marines, so I guess the vultures will be the Spider-Man cleaning out team, which for such a purpose I shouldn't have probably made 9 of those. It's a little bit overkill. How are the upgrades doing? They're doing fine. Let's make a comsat.
Orders, Captain?
Right, more SCVs. Let's not over SCV, I guess.
Standing by. Let's move. SCV good to go, sir.
I of course won't be making any firebats in this mission because they're garbage in this mission. What else to say? If there were any Zerg, then they'd be very useful. But there are no Zerg in this mission. And I should probably place at least a turret in here. I don't want to be wrecked by a random Wraith, imagine that. That would be embarrassing.
I read you. Commander.
Right.
Transmit coordinates. Job finished.
Now those Wraiths are also not exactly the cheapest units in the game, but at least they're cheaper than those scouts, so...
Reporting for duty.
Right, and let's just make a bunker here, I'd say.
Yes, sir.
Feels like the play. And another turret in here because it's the mineral line, of course they will be attacking here. That's just to be expected.
Commander.
Now is the comsats ready? Yes it is. Right, so let's just do a random scan of how our enemies are doing. They're doing nothing.
Base is under
Oh wait,
attack.
they are doing something. Oh, of course, right over here. So, why do we need those vultures? Well, you see, I missed, but we can see at least a single one. There is a massive minefield in here which needs to be cleaned out.
Standing by.
Also, let's,
Go ahead, Commander.
since I can see it,
Received.
let's just snipe the freaking Wraith from here. Where was the guy?
Attack formation.
He was here. Now I hope they don't have cloak yet. They don't.
Coordinates received.
It's kind of a waste, but also at least
Standing by.
they need to spend their money now on those Wraiths if they want to build them back, because they may also not want to do that. And the Starcraft 1 AI doesn't do that all that much.
Give me something to shoot. Outstanding.
So let's just marine up this bunker. Did I get it reloaded? Now let's... Where were those freaking spider mines? They were certainly somewhere around here. I remember them very fondly, of course. Or maybe it was from some mod. I'm not sure. Actually now. So...
Give me something to shoot.
How are the upgrades doing? We'll be getting steam packs, absolutely. So now the engineering bay gets a new job protecting this ramp. Maybe here? Yes, another one. Exactly 2 mines so far, so not as bad as I remember it, but still bad. Because a single Spider-Man in Starcraft 1, you may of course know, is insanely strong.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Actually, this mission won't be all that long, I guess. 'Cause so far it's going fine.
Research complete.
I probably shouldn't be putting those rifles in here.
Reporting in. Transmit cord.
And I'll actually just move them.
Can I take your order? Go ahead.
Also, this rally needs to be changed to here.
I'm listening. In transit, HQ.
I do not remember actually how many marines can be put inside of a single dropship, so I may, I guess, over dropship, I'd say.
Orders, Captain? Roger that. Orders received.
Can I take your order?
Let's just depot up a bit,
Roger that.
because I feel supply problems going very soon. Also, I'm absolutely over mining, I'd say.
Commander.
So let's start packing up those marines.
Can I take
Okay, 8 marines in a single dropship is
You want?
just, it's
Oh, is that it? I dig.
now, as for vultures, I'm sure it's 4 vultures in a single dropship, so not that many actually. Now, how are the rifes going? Oh, a single rife, of course.
destination? Strap yourselves in, boys.
Now let's look at our landing spot, because I'm of course landing over here. What in the hell is even this long range mining? Holy crap, does Alpha Squadron not know how to play? Okay, I forgot about this completely.
Coordinates. Go ahead, Commander. Vector locked in.
Were there any...
Not enough energy.
Of course. I wanted to check whether there were any rifes in here, which could possibly have some cloak on them. Do they have cloak? No, they do not, of course, and I've wasted 3 or 4 freaking rifes on this.
Ship is being attacked.
Did they send another rife after us? Of course, they did, for sure.
Not enough energy.
Do they even have upgrades? No, they do not. Let's just pull
Vector locked in.
pull this nerd into our missile turrets.
Roger. Coordinates received.
Amazing. Those guys are freaking dumb.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Standing by. Coordinates received. Vector locked in.
Right. So how are they doing over here on the Wraith population? Not all that great. So I think we may actually want to start our approach on their base. I'm kinda worried about the freaking Goliaths that are there. They're absolutely the biggest problem. Yeah, exactly.
Destination? I got
Alright. So this situation, I think, got... So... Yeah, let's just... Yeah, I've got steam, don't I? I've got... That was a very bad steam, but who cares? It's still some of the earlier levels, so it won't hurt too much.
Your forces are under attack.
Besides, it's not exactly the hardest mission in the game.
Energy.
Okay, the the Vulture Strike team isn't really doing much. which was to be expected, honestly. Well, is there any other vulture mine in here? There is, so let's use them for what they were made for. Yes, exactly.
Your forces are under
Right.
attack.
And let's start up the marine production. This is the best way to beat this level, by far. I love just proxying a barracks into their base. And of course I'm losing because I have had some problems with the steering, the phone steering, and also I may have oversteamed at least once. Although I'm not too sure if it's exactly losing. I'm not doing half badly right now, so maybe if I focus down the barracks instead of...
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, the vultures will always be just useless. Although they did quite good for what they are. They've survived longer than I expected them to. I could probably also move the other barracks into here. Guess we're moving bases. Yeah, this mission is pretty much just done for at this point. Let's just set the rally here and spam out marines. Yeah, this is just the Starcraft special, I guess, Terran special, spam out marines. Yeah, this mission is pretty much just done. They don't even have any units at this point. Do we have any more marines? The guy's kind of late to the party, but... Also, of course, this is one of the missions where we need to destroy every single building, and this will be absolutely a problem in the future. More specifically in the big push, if I remember correctly. Yes, the big push. Because there are some stray missile turrets that just don't make sense that we need to destroy. Alright, so I think this was everything from this mission. Yes, it was. It wasn't actually all that hard, and it was, let's see our final time, a bit over 26 minutes. So yeah, I honestly expected it to be longer. So let's just look at our stats at the end. Also, funny little thing about this mission, another fun fact, from a side of someone who sometimes does map editing. Well, sometimes I did back in my earlier days. I was doing some map editing, and now I'm slowly getting back into it. This mission is probably the last one which had a very interesting trigger design, because all the other missions are, well, quite easy to mod, and this one had some weird things in its triggers. Although it wasn't very bad, it was just, well, interesting. So yeah, this is about it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and see you in the next episode. The next episode starts out with a cinematic, and if I remember correctly, it's gonna be NORAD 2, the mission. So yes, you will get to see it, I think, pretty soon actually, although I may upload another episode of Diablo 2 before this. So once again, thank you all for watching, and see you in the next episode. Bye.